Hey, this is Tom at Town Guitar Works. We're going to be doing the Sperzel tuning machine install now on the Mexican Stratocaster rework I'm doing for a customer. And to do that, I have this Brown's Guitar Factory jig that fits in with the convex shaft right here that's going to self-center inside the tuning machine post holes. And that allowed me to set up and get it all centered out and then drill, and I've already drilled those because that's really exciting to see on video, the 0.90 inch or 0.090 inch hole into the back of the headstock. These things are about $20, $30. You can get them from Sperzel, you can get them from Brown's Guitar Factory. For putting in any of these Fang tuning machines, and by Fang, this is the Fang. Fender's got 2 of these, Sperzel's got 1, some of the other companies have some. I use the Sperzels, but basically what I'm going to do is just go ahead and set the tuning machine in there now, into that hole that was pre-drilled, and I'm going to take the washer. Now on these washers, and we're going to bring it up here where you can see it. The factory washer. There's a finished side to this washer, and there's a factory side to the washer. And you always want to put that finished side of the washer up, and that'll be the side that has no dots on it or no workings on it. And that was the one that was actually polished just a little more, depending on who you're working with. So we're going to flip this over. Now, these are threaded collars on here. So once I get the tuning machine in place and the post is centered, then the collar will allow itself to be threaded down, and you just turn these collars straight down. Now, why do I use Sperzel? Well, I use Sperzel tuning machines because they're the first locking tuners ever made, number 1. Number 2, Sperzel's made in the United States. They were designed here. The guy who owns Sperzel, Bob, who had since passed, Bob was an engineer and a machinist, which is not really that rare, but it's a great combination to have. A friend of his that was a guitar player gave him a tuning machine that was slipping and said, "What's wrong with these tuning machines?" Well, Bob took it apart, looked at it, looked at the pinion gear and the other gear in it, and said there were 17 things wrong with these, and designed the first Sperzel locking tuners, went into the business, and never looked back. Now, there are a lot of companies that copy Sperzel, and hey, that's cool. Do whatever you want to do. But the Sperzels, as far as I know, are the only ones that are ambidextrous, which means from the factory, that tuning machine can be left or right. And by taking the tiny screw out of the end of the tuning machine knob, that screw out, taking this knob off, the friction adapter, the collar, you could push the post through, feed it out the other way, and voila, you now have a left-handed tuner instead of a right-handed tuner. Come on, this collar's not wanting to go on for me. There we go. And this last tuning machine is going to go in now. Factory side, finish side. Now, people wig out with tuning machines because some of the older Stratocasters had that split shaft tuning machine on it that had a really small diameter post. And they try to put those in some of the modern Fender guitars and they don't work. These little bushing adapters that you could get from Stratosphere will allow you to transfer those. So if you want to use that old style split shaft tuning machine on your modern Fender guitar, that's what you do. Go to Stratosphere online, get you a set of those. They come in sets of 6, and those will allow the smaller diameter post to go on. All right, so now we've got the neck mounted. I showed you how to do that, center that. I had the pickguard in for position only. On the next one, I'm going to wire up this pickguard, which is going to mean the ground going to the claw, the output jack, and then we're going to screw that on. We're going to do the setup on the last video, and you'll get to hear it play. And I suck at playing guitar, but hey man, you got what you got. Leo Fender couldn't play at all. I could play a little bit. But anyway, this is Tom from Talon Guitar Works. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for a good quality locking tuning machine, don't rule Sperzel out. Check those guys out. Take care. We'll see you next time.